Bobby Rossi, welcome back, and we're starting off strong. I think this match has the potential to be match of the night.
I mean, it really popped off the paper when I saw it written in the card, and I would be surprised if it didn't deliver as expected.
JT Dunn confident as ever, as we saw the unit's 1-0 tonight, Bobby Rossi, and the man that is 1-0 is with them tonight. So Bobby Rossi, could we see the same thing happen?
If I were a gambling man, I would bet the house on the fact that Trigger the OG will be some sort of factor in this match's outcome.
For JT Dunn, this is another match, but Dustin Waller's looking to get some retribution. A few months back at another company called Fight Life, they had the Fight Life Championship Tournament. And both the men, JT Dunn and Flash Waller, made it to the Final Four. Flash just beat Alec Price, and right after that, JT Dunn had to wrestle Flash, and JT got the win. So Flash, he's looking to come back now that they're both 100%.
I would imagine that's certainly going to be weighing in heavily on his mind, but in my humble opinion, the best thing he can do is wipe the slate clean and stay focused on a potential victory here tonight. Not retribution, but progress. That is where you should be, young man. Moving forward, not backwards. Dustin Flash Waller, one half of the miracle generation. This young man's stock continues to rise, as do many here at Live Pro Wrestling. But Dustin Flash Waller, as you well know, Coach, has made it through every locker room that weighs in heavily in our scene.
Coming off a big match a few weeks back, also at Fight Life, against Speedball Mike Bailey. He's been trying to prove himself against the best, and this is a huge test for him tonight.
Let's take it to Rich for the ceremonials.
Introducing first to my left, he is accompanied to the ring by Trigger, the OG.
The OG's in the house.
Representing the unit and wrestling out of Providence, Rhode Island, weighing in at 190 pounds, he is Pro Wrestling Savior, the one, JT Dunn.
Trigger the OG among many to have taken the pledge. Prerequisite of being part of the unit.
His opponent in the corner to my right, he is co-holder of the IWTV Independent Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Representing the 203, weighing in at 172 pounds, Dustin Flash Waller.
I remember when I first laid eyes on this kid about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I thought to myself, what is this spindly little brat gonna do in a world full of tough guys, in a world full of big men and muscles? And I tell you, Dustin Flash Waller has not only filled out, but he has kept afloat. He's more than just kept afloat. He has stayed ahead of the curve. He's continuously expanding his own offense, his own understanding of the sport, and tonight may be one of his toughest singles bouts to date.
I was talking to Dustin Waller earlier tonight, and he told me JT Dunn was somebody that he watched when he first laid eyes on independent wrestling. And JT was always somebody he had on his radar. But now both these guys are 100%, and we're going to have a clean one-on-one. I'm looking forward to this one. Well, Bobby Rossi, I can't really say clean because Trigger the OG's in the house.
I was just going to say, that's a tall order to say that this matchup is going to be a clean singles bout. Unless Robinson grows some stones and demands that Trigger the OG make his way to the backstage area. Dustin Waller surveying the competition, really taking into account just who is here at ringside and who is not. Snug collar and elbow tie-up, handful of hair, and Dunn uses that extra leverage to back Waller into the opposing buckles.
Oh, that was close. He caught him right there. And Dustin Waller, he's definitely doing his homework today.
Oh, he's done his homework. Like you said, Coach, You know, JT Dunn was the first to really pop off the screen, if you will, when this young man was looking to compete within the region. I'm sure he's done his homework. I'm sure he's taken plenty of notes as to what kind of tactics JT employs.
Now, Bobby Rossi, we see Trigger the OG. The question is AJP around?
Yeah, one would venture to guess, and I would imagine he's going to be watching the monitors in the back. Has to be. Look at the timing that JT chose to make his way out into the matchup that Trigger was in just earlier this afternoon. Okay? You mean to tell me those other henchmen, those other cronies aren't watching?
I mean,
guaranteed.
Danny Miles could be around. Dango, we know is in it. The unit keeps expanding and expanding. The question is, Bobby Rossi, would you take the pledge?
No. I'm just not a unit kind of guy. Besides, those guys do not, they don't need a mouthpiece. They do plenty of their own talking. Dustin Waller, he doesn't do the talking. He likes to walk. He likes to let his actions do the talking. A little 508 action here in New Bedford.
Oh, that's all. Here's the OG. Scott Robinson, is he gonna do it? He did it! Trigger the OG's out of here, Bobby Rossi.
Hey, look, you know, and I know some referees that would have full-on disqualified JT Dunn. As soon as Trigger put his hands on Dustin Waller, that was grounds for a DQ, and that didn't happen. But now look at this, JT now looking to take advantage. Oh, he ends up eating a kick into the mush instead.
Are we gonna see a lethal injection? Oh no, JT Dunn picking him up and planting him down.
Yeah, Dunn stays in the gym. He was always one of those guys who was told he'd never be big or never be strong enough to compete. And that right there, from near a deadlift position, I tell you, is proof that anyone who wants to compete at the top ranks can. Anybody who wants to gain size can.
And JT Dunn, a few months back, he beat Ichiban in this very building. Is he going to be able to defeat 2/3 of Miracle Jen in this building?
Oh! JT Dunn with those educated hands now. He's looking to slow down the pace. He's looking to grind down his opponent.
Scott Robinson says no. And Dustin Waller's coming off a big win from a few weeks back at the Eagle Event Center, along with Kylon King and Ichiban against the new backseats. But tonight he's in singles action, and he's looking to capitalize against Pro Wrestling Savior.
Oh, hellacious double stomp. From an upright and seated position, JT Dunn floors Dustin Waller.
He hits his mushroom stomp on Waller, and that knocked the wind right out of Waller right now. Dunn going for the cover.
I refuse to call it that.
You do?
It just sounds dirty. I got to draw the line somewhere.
Are you surprised?
No, not in the least. And I'm not surprised that JT now is really employing those sound techniques that we understand. Look at that joint manipulation. Really just pushing Waller to the brink of giving up. That would make him so happy.
Oh yeah, right there. He's laying into Dustin Waller. Oh my God, he definitely feels that one right now. Scott Robinson saying no.
I mean, as condescending as it is, it's a clean submission. Dustin Waller's own appendage being used as a form of choke here. And Dunn still looking to toy with his food a little bit. Eats a couple of shots to the midsection. Dustin Waller's found a bit of wind in his sails yet again. Up off the ropes. Oh!
Oh! And this is what we talked about, Bobby Rossi. We said Dustin Waller came prepared. I think it's safe to say maybe JT Dunn has too.
JT Dunn with a very deep hook of both legs, trying to administer any kind of leverage he can. He knows that Dustin Waller has got sensational core strength, possibly more than anybody else on the roster. Dunn makes his way to his feet after a little ringside banter, if you will. Still got his crosshair set on Dustin Waller and making an example out of him.
Oh my God, he lit him up. Oh, but Dustin Waller, he's got one of his own.
Big swing and a miss. Oh! That one landed flush. He could be knocked out.
Only a 2 count from Scott Robinson right there.
I mean, I don't know where the hell Waller came from. I was convinced that he was knocked out. That was such a crisp shot to the jaw. I'm shocked. I am literally shocked. Robinson's trying to get some last-minute observations here. It looks as if Waller's still all right to continue. But JT, he's feeling it.
Death? No. Oh, big right in. A big boot right there. Oh, Waller's on fire right now, Bobby Rossi.
Dunn is reeling. Waller just might have his number.
And New Bedford loves him right now. A big backflip going for the pin. Only a 2 count, and Dunn still has fight left in him. Bobby Rossi, we're into this match. Who's your money on?
It's so tough to say. I have seen both of these men with their backs up against the wall do some amazing things. I'm not choosing a winner, my friend. I can't. Dunn's still in this matchup if you ask me.
Oh, hold on. If he's going to the top trying to hit his Mamba Splash, this could be all she wrote. Oh, but Dunn's got other plans.
A very well-placed Insignieri stops Dustin Waller right in his tracks. And Dunn here is looking for, it appears to be some sort of superplex. He's got him with a pair of double underhooks. A butterfly suplex which saw this poor bastard in half. Waller now still in the driving seat from the top. To no avail.
JT picking him up. Waller.
Misdirection.
Oh! JT Dunn adding to his arsenal. And it was only a 2 right there.
A well-placed lariat to the midsection. You can call it a counter spear, if you will, utilizing Waller's own momentum against him. That is actually a judo tactic. JT Dunn ever adding to his repertoire. He's trying to get Robinson to reverse his decision, but it ain't gonna work, Juicy.
Oh, Waller going for the pin here.
Dunn able to get his shoulders off the canvas, and his forearm to the bridge of Waller's nose.
And Pro Wrestling Savior standing tall right now. He thinks it's not jokes no more. Look at the smile on his face right now. Oh, is he calling a shot of his own? Death by elbow. A big super kick.
A reverse Hurricane Rana.
Lethal injection. Is he gonna get it here?
Dustin Waller.
Coach, the unit not only is 1-1 for the night, but Waller is 1-0 for the night as well. What an incredible victory by this young man.
Bobby Rossi, we don't see JT Dunn go down usually.
No, you sure as hell don't. But it's going to be hard to ignore the fact that as soon as Trigger the OG was sent to the locker room, the landscape changed, and this became one of the best singles bouts I have ever seen here in live pro wrestling.
Waller was able to capitalize, do what he needed to do, but Waller's all about respect. Do we think we're gonna get some today?
You know, there's a time and place for things like this, and I'm not so sure that here and now is either. Mentioning earlier before you did, Coach, that JT Dunn was a very early influence on Dustin Waller. And now he's just trying to trying to complete the circle with a handshake and a show of admiration and respect. That's just not JT's wheelhouse.
Is he gonna do it today? Oh, there we go. And the sign of respect is shown. Oh, JT Dunn!
Are you in the least bit surprised? Are you in the least bit surprised, Coach? That megalomaniac son of a bitch would never give someone like Dustin Waller his flowers.
I thought he was gonna have a change of heart.
Yeah, right. He's gonna have a change of heart, and I'm a part-time underwear model. Coach, you have to stay grounded in reality. What you want to see and what is going to happen are most often two different things. What a son of a... I'm not even going to say it on the air. I won't.